Hey guys, it's Marcus here, and I'm with my co-host Johnny Boy, and today we got a special guest, Mr.
Greg Bartlett. What's up, guys?
I know it's been a long time since we've been talking with Greg. I know it's been
It's been at least a decade since
I don't even run into you.
hung out together.
Yeah, I don't even run into you anymore. You don't go out. You're like a hermit.
When Basilia was babysitting the girls,
Yeah.
you and I came and looked at doing some trees for your backyard before you.
Damn, that's the last time.
Yeah.
Damn.
You were gonna put up a fence, right?
I remember that now since you brought it up. That's crazy.
You were putting up a fence, right?
Yeah. All those fucking trees, man. And most of them died and just fell over by themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have them hauled off, or did you stack them?
I did it. I cut it all, burned it all in the little barrel I had. Actually, 2 barrels at the time. Found my own little way to do it all. I have been slacking, but age now, I can't do and move around like how I used to.
That's why I stopped doing it entirely. Stopped doing it
Really?
entirely. The
Yeah.
first time I sold all my shit and regretted it because I was like, no, I'm not going to do this anymore. I got the work from home job. I'm not going to do it. I sold everything and then almost immediately regretted it. And so then I ended up going back into it and renting my own equipment from the person I sold it to.
Yeah, 'cause you had that lawn service for like a good couple of years, like 2-3 years.
The tree trimming, I did it for 13 years.
Shit, it was even more. Wasn't
You did it for
it?
13 years?
13 years.
Here?
Yeah.
What an accomplishment,
Well, I did it.
Goddamn.
Well, I did it here. You know, obviously Angela and Abilene, but remember I also moved off to Dallas for a little bit. So we lived in Wills Point.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, we kept the house here because we were coming back on every other weekend to see the girls.
Where was I at?
I think he was gone, and you were Austin at the time, whenever that was around.
Yeah, they only went on for like a year and a half, 2 years.
I'm like you, man. Like that part of my life is fucking like a blank. I don't know. Like somebody like Men in Black swipe my fucking memory because I can't remember shit.
Yeah, I'd say from like 2005 all the way up to 2012 is pretty much just a
Blur.
yeah.
Blur.
There's little pieces of memories here and there.
I know you pull a file out your head. You're like, oh, I remember that. Like, I know. I was like, I still got it. Yes.
Oh man, do you ever catch yourself just thinking about something and it just pops in your head like, oh shit, I did this with so and so?
Oh, all the time, absolutely. Especially when I'm drunk, right? It's not like once a year, but like you get drunk and then someone says something and it triggers, and it's like, hey, I remember this one time.
That's how it usually works for me too.
So how many kids do you have now?
I got 3 kids. I got 3 daughters.
Marcus, 3?
Yeah.
What's
2
up there?
boys, 1 girl.
So you got 3 daughters, I got 3 daughters, and no one cares which about you having a boy, Marcus.
That's what I said too. Somebody agreed with me on that shit.
Hey, fuck, hey, whatever came out, came out. I didn't care. They're good.
Sounds like you had 2 princesses and a dud. That's what it sounds like.
No.
The girls are the best.
The girl is the best. The girl, that's my best one. The boys drive me.
How old are they?
Insane. 4 and Tuesday the other one will be 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Are
forgot.
y'all doing anything?
Yeah, we're gonna take him out to Abilene. He wants to go to those like the retro arcades.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice.
Yeah, they have
Heck
one
yeah.
that's like you pay in, get free play to all the machines.
I'm ready
they
for them
got.
to open up the hub here. They're supposed to have arcades in there. Supposed to have a bunch of arcade games in there.
Yeah.
Like they could have the right ones, you know what I mean? But
Man, that thing's supposed to be a weight room, an arcade room, what else is it supposed
everything, go in there, run up the high scores, man, because we grew up on these games. You know what I mean? What, how old are your kids?
to be? My oldest is 14. My youngest is 9. I mean, my middle is 9, and my youngest is 7.
Yeah, so we're kind of close. He's still got one above mine. but
Like,
the youngest one.
my oldest and his oldest, they'll be freshmen next year. My middle child goes to school with his son. And just the little ones? No, there's age
Nah,
difference.
he's about to go into pre-K this year though.
Yeah, because Ryo would be in 2nd or 3rd grade. I can't remember.
Yeah.
So we almost fucking kind of
Yeah, we're gonna
mashed it out a little bit. So.
And then you got a senior, right? Or she just
No,
graduated?
Lexi graduated, and so yeah, Lexi's 18. She's going off to University of Kentucky here next month, and Chloe's going into her senior year, and Bailey's 5 months old. I'm like,
Oh, God.
You really hit the reset.
I would be crying.
You know what? Fuck
it was
this.
not
Oh shit.
God damn. How old are you again, Greg?
40. I'll be 41 in September. So I'll be I'll be 58 when Bailey graduates high school.
Something to keep you moving and alive, for sure. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Everything just hurts more now too.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. I got you. I get 2 herniated discs. I walk in and Marcus is like looking at me like, "Hurt your back?" Like,
So how we found out, Kristen was pregnant. So she's had over 20 eye surgeries now since the beginning of last year, right? So she found out she was diabetic. Started, getting neuropathy in her feet, and woke up one morning and couldn't see, and went and she had diabetic retinopathy in both eyes, so both retinas were detaching. So so they went in there and had to do a bunch of laser surgeries, and then they had to go in there and do like actual surgery and stitching and cauterizing and all that stuff, reattaching her, retina, and then they put an oil bubble in both of her eyes, and it was just surgery after surgery after surgery, and they keep you awake for those. You're not asleep for eye surgery. You're completely awake.
Yeah, my sister's going through the oil bubble or oxygen bubble in her eye right now.
Yeah,
she's losing some sight in one eye.
See, it's rough. So she knows. Yeah. They do the oxygen bubble, and then if that doesn't work, they'll do it comes out on its own. Then they'll do a gas bubble, and then I think it comes out on its own. And if they need it's gonna be in there for a long time, they do oil bubble. But you can't really see anything.
Yeah.
But then she went in for one of her surgeries, and they were going to use anesthesia, and they're like, "Hey, we got to do a pregnancy test," and we're like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." Well, I was in the car, she was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." So they did a pregnancy test, and they came back, and they're like, "Hey, you're pregnant," and she was already back there prepped for surgery. So they called me. And I was out in the car, and they're like, "Hey, Mr. Bartlett, we need to talk to you. If you could please come to the front, they'll let you into the back." So I was concerned because, of all the times we've been there, I'd never been called to the back, So I was like, all right. So I went in there and they opened up the curtain for me. I went back there, and she was just looking at me wide-eyed. She wouldn't say anything. And I was like, "Hey," I was like, "What's up? What's going on?" And she just looking at me. And I was like, "Hey, I'm freaking out. Tell me what's going on." And she goes, "We're pregnant." And then I had the same look she had, and I was like, "What?" So we didn't have a whole lot of time to process anything in that moment.
Just had to make a decision right there.
She decided to have surgery with no anesthesia in her eye. So it didn't last long. Not that it matters. You're getting stabbed in the eye, right? One with no anesthesia is terrible. So, but we found out later from all of her other doctors that she had, this team of doctors that she had in Abilene or has in Abilene, that no, it's totally cool if you get anesthesia. We do major operations on pregnant women all the time. So
she didn't have to go through that, but she did.
Yeah, but she was gangster.
Dude, that's hard. That's fucking hard. I'm scared of you, Greg. Don't piss her off.
And then she had a rough pregnancy, dude. She had the diabetes. We were in the hospital several times with her blood pressure just being dangerously too high. And she had preeclampsia. She had PCOS. She had, anything that could go wrong went wrong.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Anyway, she's on a whole bunch of medications, and then Bailey ended up being born 6 weeks early. And we didn't know she was an albino, right? They were doing a C-section and held her up, and then we were just both of us were just, I'm like,
Looks white baby.
and because Kristen's half Asian, half white, but Bailey's never going to be able to convince anybody she's a quarter Asian ever. She's gonna have to show them blood work,
Hell, I didn't know she was half Asian.
Yeah, Kristen's she's first generation American. Her family's from the Philippines. Or half of her family is. Yeah. And yet, so for the longest time, we thought that she was only a quarter. But then her sister, same mom, same dad, did a ancestry DNA test, and it came back 50% American, whatever, 50% white and 50% Filipino.
Wow.
And so, because her mom came here from the Philippines, but so
that's great.
So I got a biracial albino child.
Oh man. I've seen the pictures. She's dead cute, man. That's crazy.
And we named her, you knew my little brother died, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so his name was Nathaniel Bailey Bartlett. So we named her Bailey, Elizabeth Marie Bartlett. So Elizabeth after my aunt, and then Marie is my wife's middle name.
Wow.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man.
Pretty cool.
That's awesome. That's a wild fucking ride.
It's been nuts, dude. It's been crazy. and she had lost a whole bunch of weight and everything too. Like she'd like done a lot of work, and she's still doing a lot of work, but it's so much harder to lose pregnancy weight. So she's been she's been working. She's been really hard on herself about it. You're a mom. You know what I mean? Like, being a mom. So
that's her first kid, right?
Yes.
So yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a special one.
It's always going to be a little different, especially the first.
Oh, she's Mama Bear for sure. She is Mama Bear. Absolutely.
Baby go more to her, or she kind of clung to you?
More her. It depends. When she's upset, she wants her mom. But if she's chilling, she's totally cool with her dad. And there's sometimes that she just like really just like, no, I want my dad. So
hell yeah.
But 4:00 in the morning, sometimes she wants to eat around like 4 or 5 a.m. Not dad.
You're not a morning person, are you?
No. She doesn't want me or Lexi or Chloe. She just wants mom. Like between 4 and 5. And I'll get up and get her. Of course, I'll get up and get her and take her on the couch. But she'll be eating for a second and scream, and eat for a second, scream, and then eventually Kristen's like, "Do you need help?" If everyone else in the house wants to sleep,
You go back to sleep.
Oh man.
Wow, man. That's crazy. The feeling of starting over again.
Yeah.
Like I said, I would cry for a couple of months.
And I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it if I wasn't working from home. Like really, I couldn't because all the jobs I've ever had have been molars with crazy hours. Overtime's not a choice. You work till the work's done, and or you're working doing out of town roofing, or my job history, man, just blue collar, and because Kristen, she's got to work scheduled 48 hours a week, right? So we've got daycare. It's $170 a week, and it's worth me working now that I'm working from home and not having all the extra expenses, wear and tear on the car, and eating burritos all the time from the burrito guys at the warehouse. I know you too.
We still have a tab going.
And Gary would come in there to anybody, remember, and just be like, "Hey, you, come here. When are you gonna pay up?" He'd call you out. It was for real. It was funny.
He still does.
Does he still come call people out?
That
is awesome. I love it.
Sometimes he'll come to me and he'll be like, "Hey, you know who so-and-so is?" I'm like, "Yeah, that dude works over at this department."
Do you remember when the lady, the burrito van lady?
Oh, Libby?
I wasn't gonna say her name, but yeah, her. I made like a comment in passing to someone, like when I was like, "Man, people or something," because she didn't even. She was letting everyone else start a tab, but she'd let me start a tab. I guess because she didn't know me, and someone told her that. I can't remember who it was, but someone there told her that I said that, and she went and told what was his name? No, not Adolf. Ismail. She was told Ismail. Yeah, and then Ismail and Adolf both were like, "Hey, we heard you were making a threat, blah blah." And I was like, "Oh my god!" I was making a joke in passing, right? And so I just got Gary's burritos.
I just got Gary. Oh shit, that's funny.
I was addicted to those burritos, man, because I'm jumped around departments, but I knew on day one, as soon as I got to the department, hey, what time does the burrito guy come back here? I need answers. I don't need to know how to do this job yet. The first thing I need to know is
the burrito.
Break time is in an hour, and I need to know where to be for the burritos.
Fucking great.
Do you enjoy it being that's it? Just being at home, being on the computer all day.
I do now. I would be. For me personally, it would feel, for my personal goals, it would feel like a setback in life for me to go back to a traditional job of working somewhere. Manual labor, oh dude, that would destroy my self-esteem. It would, it would take a long time for me to come to grips with that, because, and then that's awesome, and, I'm not ashamed of that part of my life where, anybody doing that type of work, it's, the best people in the world come from blue collar, because the white collar people are fucking assholes, right? Right? Yeah. So, but I gave 20 years of my body to that, and I'd like to spend the rest of it in air conditioning, sitting down, having the luxury of being on break and turning around, and I've got a fucking 75-inch 4K TV and surround sound on the wall, and I'm jamming out my movie or whatever, and I can get out of my whatever I want to eat out of my fridge or my freezer or my pantry, I have a bowl of Frosted Flakes, or like some waffles with some chocolate syrup on it if I want to, so I love it, and I went stir crazy though. I actually, I did the first 3 or 4 months I did it, started to go crazy, and I actually checked myself into therapy. When they had that Yellow House therapy here in town over there by the pool, because I don't know how to describe it to you. I just broke, like my brain.
Yeah, that's where I was seeing, like, you know, being at home that long. I mean, have you done it for how many years now?
See, I started doing that in 2022, so it's been 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, 4 years in the house. I mean, yeah, you get out and everything.
Well, you got to think I'm in the house now, but I wasn't always in the house.
Yeah, you're out going around on the roofs and.
No. On this job, when I started working from home, I wasn't in the house at first. We hadn't made space for it yet, right? We still had all this oversized furniture everywhere, and I've got that tiny ass little house, you know. But what we had, whenever we remodeled the house, we put up a 10 by 12 building, 10 by 15, I guess it is, building in the backyard.
Oh shit.
And insulated it and put shingles on it, like building, yeah, and put snap-lock flooring in there and sheetrock and all that stuff, right? So. That was my man cave / office, right? But there's no windows. We intentionally built it without any windows because all my collectibles are in there, and I didn't want. I just don't want the sunlight. You know, UV rays are absolute worst for collectibles. It fades everything, and so we cut a hole in the wall and mounted an AC. A window unit in there, and it's running right now. It's cold. It's colder in there.
I was saying,
I keep it cold.
With no light coming in or out. Yeah.
But I got real depressed, right? Because no sunlight, and it's not like I had room to roam around or anything. You know, I just felt more like being in a dungeon, being confined, or being like, and I hated it. So I ended up going to therapy, and that didn't really work for me. And finally told Kristen, I was like, I'm moving into the house. And she's like, we don't have room in the house. And I was like, well, we're gonna make room in the house. It may not be the most aesthetic, you know, it may not be the most pleasant to look at, but we're about to make room for me to be in the house because I need sunlight, you know. So while I'm working, you know, and I need to hear the cars driving by, other life, you know. Yeah, I need something, you know. So I moved in, and since then it's been golden, dude. And you know, I supervise. There's 3 of us. We've each got I think I have a team of 13 right now, and it's balanced between the 3 of us. But there's 33 people in the department, and they're about to hire a few more. So, but when everyone's pulling their weight, doing their job, the people underneath us, it makes our job easy.
Does it mean like data entry, or just helping navigate?
All right, so when you go to school, if you go to college and you take out a federal student loan, whenever you get done going to school, got to pay that money back.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam wants the money back from you, plus the interest, right? So whenever you do that, you go through a loan servicer, right? The loan servicer is like a broker. You're not paying it directly to Uncle Sam. You're paying them, but vicariously through a loan servicer. Ed Financial, the company I work for, is one of those loan servicers. So
that's where I pay mine at.
We're not debt collections. But whenever you want to start to pay your stuff back, there's different repayment plans you can be on, and there's a lot happening in the industry right now. But there's different repayment plans you can be on. But you've got to fill out an application to get off of standard, which is what everyone starts out on, to be on one of those other plans. There's different benefits for them. And there's multiple ways people can apply. You can apply electronically through the FSA website, or you can fill out a paper application, or if it's a term-based plan, you can call and make that request over the phone with customer support. All those applications get funneled through the repayment department, and I'm one of the 3 supervisors in the repayment department.
Do you do the PSL? Is it PSL?
That's a different department that handles it. Yeah, I simply if like, hey, this is the plan I'm on, but I don't like how much I'm paying. I want to be on this plan over here. And you apply for that, my team's the one that's going to process that.
I switched mine to auto pay. Do I get that 1% less interest?
You're supposed to get the 1% less interest, yes.
Because it starts at 5 and it's supposed to be 4?
Yep.
Okay, I'll be expecting that. If not, I'm
going to call
you. I want to call you.
It's awesome to
You got to make sure.
I can't look up your account. You have to call customer service.
I know. I won't ask for your notes.
But I can give you advice and
I just want the advice.
Yeah. Because I've got mine are at Nelnet, right? So I take the information that I learned over here, you know, while I'm working, and everything that's coming down the pipes, and
it helps to know how it works.
Yeah, and I don't rush into anything because everything changes in the industry. You know what I mean? So when something comes down the pipes or something new is changing. You know, I haven't done anything new to my loans at Nelnet in a while because
it's kind of
I'm just waiting to see kind of what's going to happen, you know, and then once I have to, then I'll make an educated decision. But
yeah,
Yeah, because I don't think I was on the payment plan that ended through the bill or whatever changes that happened. But I was on some type of. I think I was on the standard pay plan actually. I think so for McMurray.
Is that still what you're on?
No, I switched to something last year because I was
like
working.
An IDR plan or something?
Yeah,
so you can get forgiveness?
Because I was working for the state.
And you wanted to qualify for PSLF, so you got, okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
You want to hire me? Nah, I'm cool where I'm at right now.
Well, and I couldn't if I wanted to, man. I got lucky when I got on, dude. Like, well, I mean, I worked my butt off, right? But I got lucky. So the only way I found that job, I wasn't looking for work. My homeboy Josh, I was working standing seam roofing, and we were working on a church in San Angelo.
Yeah.
And he started dating this chick he met online, and they're married now, right? We actually officiated each other's weddings, but they're married now. But at the time they were just dating, and Jeannie had hit me up, and she was like, "Hey, do you want this job?" And I was like, "What am I doing?" She's like, "Oh, you're working from home. It pays this much. You get benefits." And I said, "Well, I don't like. Why do they want me? Like, why would they hire? Like, I've spent the last 20 years of my life doing manual labor and stuff. Why would they hire me?" And she's like, "Oh, just on my recommendation." And it felt sketchy to me because I didn't have any marketable skills. So the fact that you were willing to just hire me and basically off the street, with the chainsaw in my hand to come sit down and do white collar work, I just wasn't believing it. I'm a skeptic.
Yeah.
However, I knew a couple people that didn't matter because they needed work. So if it didn't work out, they could just dip out. And I was like, hey, and so I told Lee and I told Ryan about it, and they both took the job. And it was maybe, I don't know, a month later, they both were hitting me up going, "Dude, they're hiring again. You need to jump on this. Like, you need to take it." And I was like, "For real?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's the real deal. You should take it." And so I did. I told y'all earlier, I sold all my shit. I did that so I wouldn't get back into it, right? That's when I jumped on that. But it was through a temp agency called TSI. I wasn't working for Ed Financial. I was working for TSI, but I was on the FIA contract. FIA was another loan servicer before they went out of business, and I was handling PSLF at FIA. And so once that went out, they put people on different contracts, right? Like someone, at ABC, someone to Mohila, someone over here, someone, I don't know where everyone went. But I went to the Ed Financial contract, but I was still a TSI employee just working on the Ed Financial contract. Well, I knew they were going to be getting rid of Ed Financial eventually. I'd done enough networking, because y'all know I'm a chatterbox, and so I'd done enough networking and talking to people that I kind of knew was about to happen and go on, and I went to the VP of the department I'm in. So I used to be a level down from where I'm at now and in a different department, but the VP was over all of student services where I worked. So her name was Tara, love her to death. Went and talked to her, and I was like, "Hey, I want to be a full-time employee. I don't want to be a contractor. I want to work directly for Ed Financial. I'm already doing this remotely. Hire me on." She said they couldn't. It'd be a breach of contract because they can't hire you on because And so, well, anyway, I just kept working and kept busting my butt, and I was putting out like 200-300% productivity on some days, like consistently, man, just killing it, just absolutely. And I was working in enrollment. I was processing enrollment requests and changing enrollment statuses. And after about 4 or 5 months of that, I found a loophole, and the loophole in the contract is that they can hire you, even though you're on a contract. They can hire you if it's for a position that contracting company doesn't staff for the parent company. And so TSI does not staff leadership positions for Ed Financial. And there was a supervisor position open in the repayment department. That was 3 years ago now. And so I applied for it, and Tara hit me up, and she was like, "I thought we talked about this." I was like, "We did." I was like, "But I wanted to talk about it again." And so we talked about it again, and she went and talked to the other supervisors. Kevin Smith, absolute godsend. He went and talked to her, and of course, he gave me a glowing review and told her, anybody that wants it that bad, then you should give them a chance. And so they brought me on, and since then, they've hired a few more remote, and they hired a couple more off of contract, including Lee and one of my other friends, off of the TSI payroll onto the financial payroll. But they've recently made it a rule that anyone that gets hired has to be hired locally. Now, and then you have to do, if you're in leadership, you have to be in office 3 days a week. And if you're an analyst, you have to be there for a few months. And then you can go work remotely. but you've got to start off in office, and leadership you've got to be able to come in office 3 days a week. But I'm grandfathered in,
so you got lucky on that one.
Yeah. But they treat me right. They still fly me out a couple times a year, and we go out to like the Christmas party and the summer picnic, and get to hang out with everyone and go drink with everyone. They have a couple Christmas parties and a leadership white elephant that gets a little spicy, and it's a lot of fun. So I enjoy it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. So what is it exactly that you do with him?
I'm a social worker now.
How long you been doing it?
I just been doing that for a month. I was working for the state for a little bit.
Doing what?
For the state?
Yeah.
I was a surveyor and investigator. I would go into like ICF homes to make sure they're following state, federal policy. And then, every time I have to go to El Paso for an investigation for A&E, abuse and neglect on the IDD people, just make sure everybody does their job. If not, then it's my job to write citations on them.
All right.
I did that. I liked it. It was just too much traveling. I'd tell Marcus, I was like, hey, can we do it this weekend? I gotta go back to El Paso for 3 days. So I was in the car. All
That's
rental
a 6
cars.
hour drive, dude.
All rental cars, hotels. I mean, everything was paid for, but you had to pay into it and then you'll get it back later.
Yes, that's how my trips are with them financial. Now I'm not throwing a fit about it because they reimburse like that, but you know.
Mine will take 2 or 3 weeks, and you're just like, dude, it's almost the end of the month. Like, come on. And that didn't bother me. Whatever. That didn't really bother me. I was like, whatever, because every time I get done, I put in like 13 hours a day, the 2 or 3 days in a month there, and I'm like, I'm gonna go see the city. I scored El Paso for a little bit. I didn't really like it.
I'm gonna go see this blowing lights in the desert here.
And I was just like, this is bullshit. So I just told my wife's charge nurse, and her friend has been an MDS nurse at the nursing home in Ballinger for a couple of years. She's like, hey, we haven't had a social worker in like a year and a fucking half. Like, we need one badly. She goes, I know you got the skills to do it because of the state. And then when I was a case manager over here for MHMR, she goes, I'm pretty sure you'll just blend right in. I was like, all right. So I did that.
What about you? When you travel, you still traveling from Mullers?
Yeah, just every now and then. Like 2 weeks ago, I was in Phoenix for a week.
Doing what?
Training on a machine.
Is it still that same
Euromac? Yep.
Who runs it over there now at Mullers?
In Ballinger?
Yeah.
Sean? I don't know. You would know him.
Okay. Are they still doing vents the same way?
Still doing everything the same old way, man.
Okay.
Everything's kicking around over there. I mean, I don't get out to go on the floor as much as anymore. I'm stuck ordering parts and lumber and dealing with this branch, that branch. I handle all the branches.
Is your job stressful?
It can get.
So it's more mentally exhausting than anything, yeah?
Very
so,
good.
all right, cool. So you have that experience. So what would you prefer, mental exhaustion or physical exhaustion?
I mean,
What's worse?
I'd rather be sore than like fuck this, fuck that, smash my head.
Yes.
I'd rather be sore.
Yeah, I used to, before I started doing this work, I'd hear people like, oh, my job's so hard. And I'm like, I'd be in my head, like, you sit in the air conditioning, dude. Why are you griping? But there's days and weeks and months that stretch out sometimes as you're just like, man, I'd rather be just absolutely completely whooped from a day in the oil field, you know, than have this mental exhaustion, this stress up here in my head. You know?
I got projects that last years that I have to keep upkeep.
How long have you been working out there now? Because you were there before I was, and I was there off and on.
I mean, in December it'll be 15 years.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
How long did your dad work there?
I don't think he worked that long. I think maybe a year or 2 years.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He bounced from there and then went to Hirschville Steel and
Gotcha.
Abilene, worked the rest of the time over there. Yeah.
15 years, dude. That's crazy. How much vacation time are they giving you a year now?
I get the max cap. I mean,
a month?
Yeah, it's like
160 hours or something?
A month and a week.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a good amount, then plus 40 hours sick time.
Do you use it to take a trip with your family every year? Or?
Right, yeah, usually we take a week off. Like the year before this, we went to Aspen for a week.
Nice.
And then this year we didn't do anything because we got Mia's Quince coming up. So everything's going into that bitch.
Yeah.
That's going to cost us. Yeah, it already did cost us, I'm going to say that. But we're on the end stretch of that. But right now I got to actually propose to get into the manager position of maintenance. So, that comes with a little extra headaches, but...
So is it like you need to apply for it? It was straight up like, hey, if you want this, it's yours?
it's kind of like I have to apply. They have to give everybody a shot. They're corporate with Cornerstone. That, you know, everybody has to have their applications in before they can start. So, but you know, I got glowing recommendations.
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the
As I said,
guys.
wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So it's a good chance, but you know, I just got to throw my name in the hat and see what happens.
Oh yeah, badass.
I mean, because I'm already in a senior position where I'm at. I mean, I'm still doing parts and stuff over there, but I have more control, more.
Would you say like you'd be satisfied with that as in game in the company, or is there another
No,
position that you'd
I'd
like to
rather-
have at some point in time?
I want to get away from the physical side because I'm still picking up motors. You know, I'm still doing manual stuff.
Right.
But you know,
They get cranes for that, Marcus. Quit playing.
Oh, you know, I wish you see
He's like
something-
forklift. Oh.
Marcus got some strength in him.
I know.
I've seen him pick up a couple of weights. And
I gotta have, 100-pound boxes, 80 pound, 50 pounds. I mean, they get, pumps and gearboxes, they're fucking heavy. You know, they got a lot of weight to it, but it's a decent job, man. I get to do whatever the fuck I want, really.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So, it's chill.
And you'll get to delegate that stuff as maintenance manager. You'll be able to be like, nah, that's it. You go do this and you go do that.
Yeah.
And then,
I'll be able to. There's some things, and the boss that stepped down, he's still working for us, and he's a cool dude. He just didn't want to deal with the paperwork.
so you'll be over him,
Yeah. And, but he's the one that is recommending.
and he'll help you
Yeah.
like learn stuff.
damn, you got
I'm actually helping him learn stuff while he's still working in his position. So
Oh,
I'm
but who's
already-
gonna do your job?
I'll still do a little bit part, but I'm thinking since I'll be in that office now, doing more of their paperwork side,
They'll bring someone
they'll
else
bring
in.
I guess a desk jockey, just to do the parts to give out and sign out. And
Did you like working for Mueller better or Cornerstone?
Mueller?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For what reasons? If you,
It's mainly like, yeah, we got hit with a lot of restrictions and a lot of stuff, and I feel like I'm being micromanaged all the time now.
okay. All right.
So, it used to have free reign and we could get stuff done, and now we're just like, all right, we have to get approvals. for
Yeah.
this,
Sometimes
that,
when you can try to control something so much, you end up losing all of your efficiency. They don't realize it. They're like, oh no, we gotta control it to make it better, make it better, make it better. But that control has actually choked it out.
it chokes it. I mean, I had
Not like you like to be choked out, JP.
every day.
Hey, I got blessed with my job too because I'm considered a department head and I had nobody underneath me. It's just me in my office.
Oh, see, that's nice. See, I would kill for that. I'd kill to be in a admin position that
No employees.
doesn't have that with nobody reporting to me. You know what I mean?
I'm the only department head in there out of 12 that don't have employees. And I love it because if something fucks up, it's on me. Or unless I find like another little reason something else fucked up because one of the nurses. Because I don't know if I told you, because like coming from the state to the nursing home, it feels like I got out of the suburbs and moved back to the ghetto. When it comes to things, I'm just like, how are y'all still?
How you operating like
Yeah.
this?
Keep my mouth shut.
Yeah. I mean, there is some good to this Cornerstone stuff. We're getting like nice bonuses every quarter. They're doing more events. They're engaging with
Like
us
what
a
type
little
of
bit more.
events?
Like they've been doing a lot more barbecues, cookouts, feeding us.
See, and that's so cool. When I miss out on that, that's one thing. That is one of the downsides of being a remote employee. Not that I'm insanely social anymore anyway. I've kind of adapted and become more of a homebody and don't really do the large crowd thing anymore and thing. But, they do events and stuff there. But, I said do. They do events and stuff there, but I can't go, and so they they do a good job as best they can, trying to include people that are, because they have a lot of the probably more remote employees than they do
It's
in-person
easier
employees.
that way.
But they'll do like trivia games and stuff like that for Tango points and gift cards and stuff throughout the year and everything for them. And that's cool, but it's not. That's to me, it's less. That's less about building camaraderie and more about a competition. You know what I mean? So when you're in person and you're mingling and hanging out and talking and stuff, you really get to know somebody. And
What about?
it's different than just seeing them on a camera every day, which I know my people.
I was about to say, what about team meetings?
What about what?
Team meetings. You love
Well,
those?
so I meet with every single person on my team every single day, face to face, right?
Yeah.
Over a video call. And there's a lot of people at work that complain about that. I didn't used to be a fan of it, but one of our managers said something this last time. She's like, if you don't find meeting with them every single day, if they don't find it meaningful, then you're having the wrong conversation. And so, but yeah, it's supposed to be about productivity and stats and things like that, but very little of my conversation is about that. Taking the time to get to know my people, and so as best I can, being,
you make it all about work. They're not going to want to answer your calls. And they're like, fuck, I got to do this call.
Yeah. So I know something personal about all of my people. I know what's going on. And it's not they tell me everything. It's not they're an open book or anything. But the stuff they have told me, I retain it and I make sure I follow up with them and check on it. And they listen to what I'm saying and they follow up and ask how Bailey's doing and stuff. So I've built a really good rapport and they work their asses off. And then a result of those two things, just having that mutual respect, and my team just performs outstanding.
Yeah.
So
and that's the way you
makes my
build your
job
team.
easier. Yeah.
Wish I could get these guys to do that. They fucking always bitching at each other like a motherfucker.
Dude, it was very dictatorship when I was working there, especially underneath Ismail.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's listening to this. Fuck you.
He was like, "You're gonna do it my way, or get the fuck out of here."
Oh man, I remember when he told me one time, he's like, "Hey, I want you to do this," and he gave me a piece of paper and he wrote some numbers down. We were doing inventory, something about whatever. So I went, but it was like a cycle count. We had just done that, but he wanted me to pull an order out, so he'd like give me this number. So I went and pulled the order out, and then I was done, and I threw the piece of paper away, and then I set him to the side, and it had been like, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes, and he hadn't come in, so I was like, well, maybe I'm supposed to bring him to him, and I didn't want to piss him off because he's a fucking dick. So I went and I took him to the office, and I was like, hey, and I was like, hey, he goes, what are those? He's like, get back to work. And I was like, this is the stuff you asked me to get. He's like, I didn't ask you to get that. Yes, you did, bro. You brought me a piece of paper, and I didn't even go do. I was so mad, dude. And he was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't ask you to do anything. I was like, dude, you asked me to get this order together. And he was like, no, go do inventory. Go put those back. Oh, I was so pissed off. So pissed off. It wasn't long after that when I quit. You remember when I broke the record for the vents up there?
Oh yeah, we did a time.
Yeah, we did a time because Ismail didn't believe that I could do one in 20 minutes. He was talking to shit, so we did a timer. It was like 19 minutes and some odd seconds.
Yeah, I remember they had the commercial bins.
Yeah. I remember when I first got hired there. I forgot about that. My first time ever at Moeller's, I got hired for the night crew, and it was the first time they ever had night crew, and I can't remember the other dude's name. There was like 3 or 4 people working there, right? But on night one, and it was before midnight, they went on break and went across the street to whatever and got a bunch of alcohol and came back and propped up chairs from the break room out in like
that dip.
Yeah. And we're just getting drunk and I was the only one working and orders weren't getting done and stuff, and they eventually got caught. They pulled cameras and all the rest of them got fired, and they even told me like we were just gonna fire everybody. It's like, but since you didn't have any part of that, we'll let you stay. And I was like,
damn.
Please.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, it was crazy. That was when I first got hired, and then I met you because I got moved to day crew.
Yeah.
And I'd already known you, but that's
when
we started
everything
hanging out and all that shit. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Do you remember when I faked that drug test? And I went to Houston to fake it. When I was working float loading back there. That was my craziest drug story ever. It's not drug story, but drug test story ever. Right? And I've faked probably 20 of them in my lifetime. All right, so I knew they were doing randoms, and no, it wasn't even randoms. I was working for personnel, and I was getting ready to get hired on full time, and I knew they needed a drug test, right? And so I can't remember the dude's name. I wouldn't put him on blast anyway, but he lives in Ballinger, and we worked in the same, back there float loading at the same time, And so I talked to him, and I was like, hey man, like, can I get some pee? And he's like, yeah, I got you. So he brings me back some pee from lunch, but it was just one container, I was like, okay, that's enough, but I was like, all right, cool, so I tucked it under my nuts, and went to do my physical at the chiropractor's office there in Ballinger, and they took my weight and all that shit, and then the first thing they wanted me to do was my drug test. So I thought, all right, cool, no problem. So she hands me the thing, I go in the bathroom, I take it out, I do my thing, I put it in there, put it up on the counter, it was just weed, I'd just been smoking weed, and well, back out, she takes it, she has 2 vials sitting there, she goes, and it only fills up 1, and she goes, it's not enough. She goes, here, I need you to drink this water. And I was like, and she wasn't mad or anything, I was just, still playing it cool. And so, drink this water. She goes, we'll do it again after. And then she dumps the one out. Right? And that was my clean piss, right? So my heart, you know, I'm playing cool the outside, but inside I'm just like, what the fuck, you know? Like, so I didn't know what the hell to do. All I knew is I was gonna play it cool, so as long as I could, so I figured it out. So I kept playing it cool. She's like, we'll do the rest of your physical with Doc, and then when you're done, we'll do this again. And I was like, all right, no problem. So I'm putting back my water with zero intention of actually peeing in that cup, right? Why would I? I'd probably blitzed like before I got. I was probably stoned when I was there doing the physical, right? Yeah, like it was probably green pea, you know. So I went in there and he had me standing up against the wall, and they had this table and they had that metal plate there, and he wants to flip it to one side and then flip it to the other, and you have to do that so many times. Well, while I'm doing that, he's behind me, and the computer is on the other wall, the wall perpendicular to that, and he's not paying any mind to me, other than he can hear that thud, but he's on that. So I start doing it with one arm, and I got my cell phone out, and I messaged my little brother, and I was like, I need you to start blowing up my phone, like right now, right? And I was still just back and forth with that plate thud, and it freaked him out. He was in a meeting at work. He works from home for Microsoft, and he was in a meeting he couldn't get out of. And so it freaked him out because he didn't know what was going on. So he told our mom. So she starts blowing up my phone, right now. She's freaked out, but that's why I need my phone blown up right now, because I had a plan. And so kept blowing up, and so the first time I was like, oh, that's my mom, I'll call her later, said it out loud, put it in there. And then it rang again, and I was like, dang, she would never call more than once in a row. I was like, it's wild. I was like, hope it's not an emergency. Put it up. She called again, and I was like, hey doc, I gotta take this. Like, my mom never like ever, so he's like, yeah, no, it seems like it might be important. So I went outside, got my mom on the phone, and I was like, I need a family emergency right now. Like I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't know what the fuck to do. And she was like, well, so I'm close with my mom, but I'm not, and not because I hate them or anything, just because it's just whatever. There's a lot of history there, but I'm not close with her parents.
Yeah,
I love them. We don't have a close relationship, and I'll see them every now and then. But she was like, Papa's in the hospital. He's having heart problems, right? And so I was like, oh, that really sucks. But also at the same time, because my job and my livelihood's lying on my head, I'm like, fucking perfect opportunity. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right. So I hung up. No, she got off the phone, but I pretended like I was still on the phone. I ran inside Dr. Sims' chiropractor's office. They had that little bowl where I put my keys and shit, because you have to empty your pockets to go take your drug test. My shit was still sitting there. And I was like, hey doc, my grandpa just had a heart attack, gotta go. And I just grabbed my shit and I ran out, right? So I wasn't in my own vehicle. I was in that green short bed stepside I had. I just sold that to somebody else, signed over the title and everything. I didn't have a vehicle. I'd borrowed that vehicle back to come there. I just went ahead and dipped out to Winners and shot her a message, and I was like, hey, I'll explain later. If you're pissed, I understand, but you're gonna have to get a ride home to Winners and come pick up your truck at my house. But like, I can't come.
Can't come back.
I can't come back. Like this is I have. You know what I mean? Like, because I had to act like it was emergent. You know what I'm saying? And so I dipped out and went to Winners, and I called Adolph and let him know what was going on, right?
Yeah.
And then called Leroy and let him know what was going on. And so I was like, well, fuck, I'm going to have a doctor's note. I'm going to have proof, because, like, I just walked out of a drug test, right? Yeah. So I went home and got my little brother, Nathan, because he had his vehicle, the Impala that Chloe drives now. And I was like, hey, dude, and I didn't have a license at the time. I was like, I need you to take me to Houston. He was like, what? Bro, you got to take me to Houston. When? Right now. Right now, because Papa's getting released from the hospital this evening, and we got to be there before he gets released. You know what I mean? I need pictures.
Damn.
And he was like, "What the fuck?" And it's not his grandpa. So anyway, so we hopped in this car and we hauled ass to fucking Houston. Right? Got there, I got a picture of Papa, and the thing, and then went to the house. And if my grandparents ever hear this, then they're just gonna disown me. But whatever. But they don't listen to this type of shit. We already dropped cuss words at the beginning of this, which means they'll never have made it this far. Right, so we're good. I can talk shit about him now. So anyway, so we get there, we go see him, and we get back to their house. Well, I didn't want it to seem like I'd come down there just for the paperwork, because I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings or anything, but it was a means to an end, because I had self-preservation in mind. And so I stayed for a couple days. But she wouldn't let me get a copy of his discharge papers, which I needed for, my grandma wouldn't let me have it. So at one point in time, she went to the store, and he was just chilling there playing chess in his chair, and they had it in their office in there, and it was all stapled together. So I went in there, went real quick to the store and unstapled it and made a copy of the discharge. It's just the top one, no personal information or anything on there, just the discharge. Yeah, something to say. Made a copy of it, stapled it all back together, went and put it back in the envelope right next to him while he was
James Bond shit.
while he was awake playing chess, and then folded up and stuck it in my backpack, and then I stayed in the neck, and then I went to the head shop there, and I bought 2 of the exact same detox kit, and I tested two drug tests, and I tested it on myself the first time when I got back to make sure it worked, and it made me wired for 220. I didn't like that shit, bro. It was like being on fucking
it makes your body
dope or some shit. Yeah, it was burning. Yeah, but it worked. It was effective. And then then we went back, and I had messaged Adolf and said, hey, did I need a doctor's note? And he was like, yeah, go ahead and get one. But then I guess because I'd sent him a picture of my grandpa with tubes and everything on him, whenever I got there after going through all that trouble, I walked into his office, and because I knew they were going to drug test me when I got there too, so I took it before I ever showed up to work that morning, make sure it was working in my system. Got there, I was like, here's my doctor's note. He goes, oh no, we don't need that. He goes, but you did walk out of a drug test, and that threw up a lot of red flags. So you and me are going right now to take a drug test right now. And so they took me over there right then and there to take it, and kept the door cracked, and then I got hired on full time. And then them bitches gave me benefits.
I got free. Oh, that time was free insurance too.
Hell yeah! So. They did my laundry, motherfuckers.
That's the best drug test story I've ever heard.
Dude, that's awesome.
Damn.
Crazy stuff, man. I got caught when I was already in the oil field, and they changed companies, and we had to go redo like a safety training stuff and everything. We had to go to Midland to do it. I was working with Jimmy Jr. and Jimmy Sr. here in town. Yeah, and I had taken synthetic piss with me and tucked it. Well, I went in there to take my drug test, and they pulled the door to. They didn't latch it. They just pulled it to. Well, there was a mirror right here, and taking a piss on the wall, and to the right there's a mirror. Well, I thought they'd like pulled it to. He was standing on the other side, just staring through the crack, and I didn't know it, and he could see in the mirror, and I pulled that out and undid it, dumped it. He walked in, he said, we're not going to be able to take that, and I was like, oh, this is embarrassing, So I put it up, and he goes, you want to try again with your own pee? And I was like, nah, dude, if I could pass my own pee, I wouldn't have brought this shit in here, you know what I mean? He's like, are you sure it doesn't hurt? And I was like, no, it does hurt. It does hurt. It's way better to be like, nah, fuck this, than to have 100% proof that I've been smoking pot, so I left, and I came back to Abilene, and I went and got me a detox kit. Omni Detox, the drinks, not the pills, if anybody wants to know. And make sure that bitch ain't expired. So it's worked for me 19 out of 20 times, and the 20th time's expired by a month. But I went and got my job back like that. So.
Damn, son. You a drug test. And luck.
Dude,
Scratch a lottery ticket out there, though?
I've got people here recently, I'm not going to put anyone on blast, but someone here recently was like, hey man, how do I get past this? Because I just fucked up and had a THC drink, which was, it was a couple of days ago. It was like Tuesday, and I was like, when's your test? And they were like, it's Thursday. And I was like, oh, well. And Amazon would deliver what they needed, but it was going to be that morning, and they needed it by like 10 a.m. And I was like, nah, you're going to have to go visit some of the shops in Abilene, but you're going to have to ask your questions in a very specific way. You need to ask your questions like this, and don't say this, or they're going to turn you away, They ended up taking their wife's pee. And I told them that too. As long as they're not pregnant, you can take a female's, So
they're not going to know the difference unless
ended up
there's
getting
that
their job. So I'm a guru. If you need help passing your THC.
There you go, folks. Hit up old Greg.
Hit up old Greg. He'll let you see my mangina. We can drink Bailey's from a shoe. If you don't love me, you can learn to love me.
That's awesome.
Oh shit! I just dated myself and y'all.
Hey, those are good times.
Salad fingers.
Rusty spoons.
Into the world, E-Bomb's world.
Oh, there's the one with the hamster, something Joe, or
I don't remember that one.
There's one you put it in in a blender, you push all kinds of fucking buttons.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I remember Joby showed me that stuff a long time ago.
What was the one like Charlie, like a Candy Mountain? Charlie, it's got a Candy Mountain, Charlie. Yes, and Happy Tree Friends.
Happy Tree.
So violent, right?
Dude, we used to eat so many shrooms and watch that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, that's perfect for that. Yeah,
Oh.
absolutely. That's where it's at.
Well, shit, every time I went to his house, he was the movie guru.
Yeah, I would watch so many.
That's all we would do,
crazy
just watch
different
fucking movies, and he would like commentate, but it was good commentating on it. It's just like I didn't see it that way, or like
At Marcus' house.
at your house.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm still movies galore.
Dude.
I went and dropped $1,400 on on a TV. It's not like I had it. I'd saved up, and specifically, it's like I am getting me a good TV because I spend my free time watching and criticizing movies. You know.
You
So.
want to watch nice. Hey, if you're gonna pay for all the nice services and stuff, you might as well.
You might as well do it. Your hobby, what you enjoy.
But yeah, I still watch a lot of movies.
Yeah. How about gaming?
I forgot about those shows. Do what?
How about gaming? You still game, or is it just kind of like one of those lost arts?
I know I game. I suck, right? but I game. I play a lot of. I don't even want to say it. We have to have this conversation, or maybe have this conversation on air.
You play.
God damn it!
So
I
we
play
can
a lot of
edit it out
fucking
later.
Fortnite, you motherfuckers. All right, yes, I play a lot of Fortnite. I do the no build because I'm a fucking pussy, and I don't want to go up to someone that's got a macro installed, and they're just like Control S, and then they built like the Walt Disney fucking castle. You know what I mean?
I never
fucking
played
bullshit.
it.
Start launching King Koopas at you and shit. So I play no build, and then I play a lot of Rocket League.
Rocket League, I know what that one is.
Yeah, I'm not the best in the world. I'm good enough to talk shit.
We got a lot of guests that play Rocket League and that stuff.
Doesn't
I
Danny
played Call
play
of Duty.
Rocket
I
League?
played Call of Duty for a while, but it gets so
get boring
monotonous,
after a
dude. Like, and not just like because it's a new game, you know. Because I've been playing, but it's been the same thing over and over and over forever since I've been playing. You know, Black Ops. The first Black Ops was just fucking boring. But at least Fortnite switches it up, and they're like, oh, you know, now you've got all these different power ups. Now we're changing up the map and doing this right here. And
How about fighting games? I remember we used to do a lot of Soul Calibur.
if I had someone to fucking play with, I would, but I don't have anybody to fucking play with, you know? So I haven't bought any fighting games to actually play. It's been a while, dude. They're when I was buying up video games. Like I've got at least 1,000 video
I
games in
remember
my
you had
collection.
a
That's
nice
when I
collection.
still do, yeah, and a bunch of consoles modded and OG and original and all that shit, and OEM. But back when I was buying up all the games, I went through this thing where I was collecting series of games at a time. So I bought Soul Calibur for every series, all of it. And I bought Blaze Blue, and if you haven't ever played Blaze Blue, then for a fighting game, if you like the old back and forth, up down Mortal Kombat style, but with graphics that makes Soul Calibur's graphics look like a bitch, play Blaze Blue on any fucking console, right? Blaze Blue for the win. But I bought every single Blaze Blue they had. I bought all the Tekkens they had, so. For the record, though, I will still absolutely fucking kick your ass on Soul Calibur. Though. I will.
Yeah, I remember it. It was so fun though, playing all the visuals and all that shit, man. So many freaking hours on those games. Twisted Metal.
Dude, Twisted Metal Black. I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
man.
See, this is what you're just talking about. Like, you know, what are y'all? There's a core memory ever unlocked. Yes. When I was living at that duplex across the street from the pink house with fucking crazy ass Jackie Bean that would walk around town naked and go to jail. Yeah, Marcus would come over. I bought PlayStation Black on PS3.
Yes.
Yeah, PS3. And we were going over to my house. It wasn't every day, but it was like on the weekends when we had time.
Trying to complete it.
Yeah, and we finally beat it. We got stuck on that last level. I think it was like this massive baby doll or some shit was the last level. Some little girl.
We had to track and we had to cross at a certain point.
Yeah. It took us forever, dude, but it was a lot of fucking fun. I still have that game. So, and I have a PS3. So if you're ever interested in, actually, I take that back.
So
No. I have two PS3s, but I went to plug them in here recently, and neither one of them will read discs.
Sat too long, probably stuck.
Well, they were given to me. I hadn't tested them since they've been given to me. So one came from Napi, and so, but I just assumed that. But no, so I still need to buy a PS3. I will give you both the words of wisdom, and you know take it or leave it. But if you have video games, digital, physical media right now, diamond hands, hold on to it. Don't get rid of it. If you have anybody that's like, hey, you want any of these video games? It doesn't matter what console. It doesn't matter if you have any interest in playing that game. I don't care if it's a Barbie world. It doesn't matter. Yes, you're interested in it. If you see any at a garage sale that are, cheap, $1, $5 or less, snatch them up. Don't stack them on top of each other. Stack them right. Keep them safe. Protect them, because with Sony doing what they're getting ready to do, which is getting rid of the physical media, what's going to happen is, Microsoft and Nintendo, they're probably going to watch and wait and see how that plays out with PlayStation. And if there's not this huge fallout like everyone thinks there's going to be, and they're still able to make a shit ton of money, then they're going, crap, we can cut out of that too. They cut out a lot of overhead, so they'll cut it out as soon as it's not available. As soon as physical media is not a thing anymore, all of your physical games just skyrocketed, dude.
Yeah. It's its own currency now.
But if you don't want to listen to me, then you got any games you guys don't want to hold on to?
No, I got PlayStation 1, 2,
I still got a little bit of Sega
I'm
games.
just saying, if y'all do get rid of them before the, let me know. But I'm holding on to my shit for Chloe. She's already got dibs on it. Lexi's always been like, I'm not interested in your collection, right? So I've got video games and consoles and crazy ass, like a bunch of 12-inch DC PVC statues and all, like, I got all kinds of shit back there, and manga, and I can't even begin to tell you all the shit I got back there, man. There's all kinds of crazy. I got a collection of collections, But Lexi's always like, I don't care about that shit. I don't want that shit. And Chloe's all been like, yeah, I want it. Yeah, I want it. You know what I mean? And so when I die, I'm like, hey, look.
Somebody's got to take all
Chloe's always been the one that's been taking interest in. It said she wanted it, so sorry.
Like I said, it's its own currency.
Yeah, when it's worth like a couple $100,000, when it's liquidated,
Yeah.
Can you get DVDs graded?
Yeah, I've seen some.
Yeah, but I've heard here recently it's not so much, even with cards, it's not so much as worth it anymore because they charge so much to do it, and then the amount of money that you like.
Your return on.
Yeah, I can't even give you a dollar amount, but I can give you a game to check out to verify. Like check out Pokemon Red or Yellow or Blue from the original Game Boy. Go on eBay or something and just you can even go to the sold listings and look at the ones that were just sold as a loose cartridge versus ones that were sold like in the case, you know what I mean, and stuff like.
I think that shit's up like $250, $300 right now. I was doing the Pokemon thing for a while, for a good while.
The cards.
Yeah, the grading, it doesn't add much value to it over just having one. And even one that's like CIB, complete in the box is what I was trying to get to. The CIB, and then that's not graded in the same condition as one that is graded. It's not that much. And for one, you can't ever touch that game again. You know what I mean? If it's sealed, you can, but I don't know, man. It's just to take it out, and you got dust in there and everything. Like you. I don't know. I don't know why people get shit graded. Used to have that matter. It was a huge price difference, and it probably matters when you have something that's super rare. Like if there's a comic that someone pays like $1 million for, $100,000 or whatever.
Right.
That probably matters because you want it authenticated. You know what I'm saying? But
you're gonna throw big bucks. You want to make sure that shit's legit.
Everybody flooded the PSA and all the grading companies with so much of the influx
there's
of
so many
cards.
different types now too.
So they had to hey, we're gonna charge more, longer wait, or you can go with these little parent or sister companies that are cheaper, but we're PSA. Everything from our childhoods about to cost them.
I can't believe how much shit costs, man. It's expensive. So expensive.
Expensive to live.
But I'll tell you what the trade-off is. It really is. It is expensive to live these days. But AI has made my life so much easier because not that it's infallible and not that anybody should make life-altering decisions solely based on output from Copilot or ChatGPT or whatever it is AI you're using. But when putting together presentation for work or having to have a difficult conversation with a friend or a family member or your wife, or just trying to problem solve anything in general or trying to figure out what might be going on. Like for example, like today my daughter, her eye, just that one eye started leaking really bad, and I could have gone just to Google and looked it up, and I would have gotten a billion different medical articles and Reddit responses and all this bullshit, and I would have had to filter through it to figure out, where's everything at, where's the common ground. Instead, I just open up my Copilot app and I'm like, hey, here's the symptoms, what's going on. That almost definitely is a clogged tear duct. Blah, 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 blah. Cool. Then we treated it with the warm compress. Yep. Good to go. So, and it's made my life so much easier. And sometimes you don't know how to word something with somebody, right? I know both of y'all. It happens to all of us. We've all got family problems and shit here and there. Maybe not even problems, but every now and then, difficult conversations have to happen in family or friendships or at work or anything. And a lot of times you're like, man, how do I bring this up? I don't quite know how to. AI will fix that for you because you literally talk to it like a human. Hey, I don't know how to bring this up to my boss. Here's the things that I want to say, but I don't know how to tactfully approach this to get the response that I'm trying to get, And it'll be cool, and it'll walk you through it, and you can just be like, hey, let's change this, change that, change this, and change the tone to this, you know, be funnier, be more professional, or be more casual, or don't talk about penises as much, you know.
Drop a hint.
No, AI is the shit. Do you use AI at all? AI for anything?
I use a lot. I mean, especially when I have to bring up descriptions of machineries and reasons why we're purchasing this or why are we doing that.
Yeah.
It makes it so much easier because I just, all right, this is
because a lot of that stuff is so obscure, it's hard to find on Google. And Copilot just, or what do you use? Which one do you use?
I use a mixture. They pay for Copilot, so that's primarily what I use since it has all the upgrades and, you know, the bells and whistles with it, so might as well.
I don't pay for it. I'm a cheap ass.
Yeah, I don't pay.
Will yours actually send an email out?
No.
Mine, if you tell mine to, like I can't do that, but I can get an email ready for you, and so it'll go ahead and create the whole email, open up my email on my iPhone, and attach it to the email, like as the not attach it, but put it as the body. And then it'll be like, all right, all you gotta do is just send it now and you're good to go. So like interacts with the other apps on my phone sometimes.
Yeah, certain apps or certain AIs won't do certain things. And I've learned that they're censoring certain AIs more because the other day I was using it to search some stuff and this AI app wouldn't tell me prices, but this one, whatever, I'll give you full access.
Yeah, I've noticed that what Copilot's not super great with, and maybe it's just because I've tried to give it two information at once. Weird, you know, Microsoft, you know, super successful company. I can't do that. But I was just trying to get it to create my budget. And when you do it week to week, it can handle it. Like, not when you do it week to week for like a couple months, it can handle it. But I wanted, because our income's the same, like we don't include bonuses or anything. So I wanted it to be week to week from here through the end of December, because I've got some trips I got to plan for. You know, I've got to go to Kentucky a couple times. You know, I just got back from Kentucky. I've got some other stuff I am doing in Dallas. You know, a concert I'm going to this month, and a drone show I'm going to in Dallas this month, and I'm going to the UK and Florida game, and I'm going to the UK Bama game. You know, with Alexa, So then I'm going up there to move her in here soon. Like I just got some shit I want to do, and back to Tennessee. I'm going back to Tennessee in December, and anyway, so. I forgot where I was going with that, I'm gonna be honest with you. What were we just talking about?
Basically, it's just like,
oh, y'all too?
We're having a blank moment. It happens.
You can edit this out.
Yeah, that's the parts where we gotta edit out, but alright.
It's one of these things, man. You just talk so much and then you get jumbled
I just
up.
forgot what I was talking about.
I know you're talking about
all the trips and AI planning all of it.
Yeah, we're talking
about
AI.
The reason the Copilot doesn't work, my bad. All right, so whenever you're giving it your bills week to week, it can do it for a couple months. But even though my income hadn't changed, nothing's changed, I was like, hey, I need it from here to the end of the year so I could plan for all those trips and everything. And I thought I made the mistake of when I double checked it, I was double checking to make sure that it had all of my bills on there as well as looking for, hey, and this month does it have all of my bills? And it took me a while to communicate with it that what I wanted it to do was I didn't want it to consider all of my leftover money after bills as just savings or free. What I wanted it to do was be like, okay, at the end of week one, here's all your bills for everything to be paid early. You need to take this much money out of your check. You need to take this much money out of your check and save it for the next week's bills, and then the rest of this goes into savings. That way, I was always helping cover the next week's bills by starting that with already having like $100 in there, right? Like seriously, I had $92 that I had to start in my savings by the time that budget started to go ahead and be able to just stay ahead, and it's worked out. You know, it's been great. And so, but I went ahead and did all this work on it, dude. You know, then emailed it to myself with back and forth with the Copilot, emailed it to myself, and then Kristen finally put it out. She goes, so the bills are all listed on there, but the math ain't mathin'. And I went and looked, and she was absolutely right. Like, it had not included, like, it had fucked up all of the math. Like, I don't know why it had such a problem with it. So it wasn't accurate at all. It was saying you're gonna save $20,000 from now and the end of December. And I was like, there's no way. I just give you all of my bills and how much they have, and I've got, you know, diapers and wipes and formula. You know, I'm buying people out of fucking stock, and then I've got an entitled senior. You know, she's not that entitled. She's got a lot better, but now I've got a senior, and she's doing college courses and stuff. You know, a lot of that stuff costs money, and plus we've got help with that financially, and then I've got, you know, college kid that I'm driving back to
College kid,
Like,
bro.
it's just you know, so I was like, there's no way I'm saving 20 grand. Like, you didn't do something right because I lived paycheck to paycheck before I had an infant, and now we added formula, diapers, wipes, and you know all that stuff that comes with having a baby. I was like, your math isn't. She's right. Your math isn't math. It's like German math or some shit. Bullshit. You're like, nah, you're doing Jewish math. I'm taking over.
We're gonna make you that 20 grand.
Right, we're gonna make you that 20 grand.
It was crazy, man. So we just realized that didn't work and went back to our old ways, which was by the seat of our pants, which doesn't work. Like, right? It's crazy because you have the money to do something, but when you don't plan and spend it
Just like
intentionally and save it intentionally, you end up living paycheck to paycheck. You're like, oh, we can eat out. Oh, we can buy that.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I can go buy that cooker. It's okay.
Adds
we can,
up.
you know, we can do that. You know, unless you didn't want to talk about that, Marcus.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Anything to hear anybody else's side of life, because I feel that way too. I tried the whole budgeting apps and trying to figure it out, and just it ends up to like, fuck this. I'm just gonna do it the way I've been doing it. You know, I got a little calendar, just kind of mark it like, all right, this is day, this that, that's this, fuck it.
And we haven't given up, right? Like we haven't given up. Like I still want to find a more efficient way to do it than just by the seat of my pants. Because I am an impulsive spinner, and I've gotten a lot better since we've had Bailey's. I've had to. Seriously, dude. Like, how do you think I acquired so much shit in my fucking building? It wasn't because I was responsible. It's fucking video games and comics and DC shit. You know what I mean?
Ah, damn it, son. Well, yeah, life's pretty rough. When it comes to the economy and everything going on.
Yeah, first world problems though, right?
It is. It really is.
It's like
Yeah.
Spurs said, all small.
That's what I tell my oldest. I was
minorities.
like, you can be a little Iraqi kid getting boned right now, but no, you're over here bitching.
I know. I said to Chloe the other day. I was like, you could be overseas right now, not eating shit. You know what I mean? 'Cause look, Chloe is the hardest middle child ever as far as food's concerned. As a parent, late at night, lunch, breakfast, don't make a shit. What's one of your like a go-to food just to like? Oh, I can just cook this for him real quick. And just throw this in the oven real quick, and you know whatever. Pizza, right?
Yeah.
Pizza or like a sandwich, right? Chloe hates sandwiches, hates pizza, and I'm just like, I don't even know how to raise you. How do I keep you alive? You know what I mean? Like, you're definitely gonna die now.
I'm sorry.
But she survived. She did. She survived, and she did not eat much pizza. Now, I mean, if it push came to shove, and we were like, we'll eat that or don't eat, you know, she would eat that. But it comes with a lot of attitude, teenage attitude. You know, she's a girl, and girls are smarter than guys, right? So she learns my max level of attitude as she grows up, and then she's able to take that and then fine tune it and then give it back to me, but it's way sharper. And so, yeah, I'm just like, all right.
That's you, huh? Your little mini me.
She looks just like her mother, but she
Acts like it.
she's quick-witted like me. Lexi acts like me. Lexi's spastic and woo, but she's more of a mama's girl, and she looks like me. Lexi's the one that's a spitting image of me.
Oh yeah.
Any of your kids look just like you? Either one of y'all?
They say Tempe really looks like me.
Yeah.
They say Ray and Soraya does, but Ray and Soraya look more like they look like they should have been fucking twins. Really?
How far apart are they in age again?
2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, they should have been fucking twins. They look exactly alike. Soraya, the youngest.
Maybe one of them just swam around in there for a couple years, got stuck, and came out later.
Well, my middle child was an EQ baby for 2 weeks, and then Soraya, she was born with like a hole in her heart. So, I mean, they some fucked up kid. I'm
Damn. How is that now? What's the treatment for that?
Soraya, that we just mailed in her heart monitor to see how her heartbeats are. Like, and she goes good throughout life. I guess they'll be all right. All right. But if not, like it's kind of like almost like open heart surgery just to fix the valve.
But there is a once she's obviously it's not worth doing it right now. I'm assuming because of the risks and she's young and you know. But if it does worsen, there is a surgery that can.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Benjamin has the same thing, but instead of a hole, he has a Mercedes heart valve. So it's like has a triangle.
Big pimping.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
Big pimping.
we went every year until he turned 3, and then now it's every 2 years. So now that he's about to be 4, or when he turns 5, we go, and then
Check
if
it
it's
again.
good, he extends it out.
So when they do that, will they literally go in there and like close it and stitch it up?
No, they'll probably if they have on Benjamin's situation, if they had to do something, they'd do like a graft, like a synthetic type of plate on his heart to make the valve stronger. Because they're just worried that it leaks a little bit, but
you don't
not
want to leak
enough.
another one.
I guess it's. I mean, everybody.
Well, man,
it's crazy.
Dang. All right. Well, I hope that works out for both of you. That's heavy. This conversation just got really heavy, right?
It's crazy though.
We were talking about drug tests a second ago, and you guys were like, "Oh, yeah, well."
It's crazy though, because my daughter played softball all fucking long. Marcus knows how my girls are with softball. Even the little one played games Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then sometimes Tuesday, sometimes Thursday. We'd be in Abilene playing over there all the fucking time, and she played all of them. There were some games where she was like, "Dad, my legs hurt, I feel good." I was like, "Tell your coach, tell him to sit down." But she would start, she would hit. She did fine. I mean, my doctor told me, it's like, hey, like, she'll live a normal life, but would she like join the fucking army or anything like that?
No.
But I was like, I don't give a fuck about that. I was like, I do not fucking care. I was like, none of them are doing that shit.
But that's for her. That's for her best. That's in her best interest, though. It's not like they won't take. It's like because.
No,
she couldn't handle it like this. So you don't want her to do something that she just physically, not to put limits on her, but if there are physical limitations, then there are physical limitations. You know what I'm saying? And maybe she could do it and be perfectly fine, but
Why
take the chance?
Exactly.
Liability.
Plus,
but that's good because then maybe she can do something in the air conditioning and not get stuck doing something physical, unless they want to.
Hell no, this one. Okay, my baby's the fucking baby. Like, this girl's gonna ring up my credit card, live off me and mom. She ain't gonna leave the fucking house. Like, that girl is.
You aren't even mad about it either. You don't sound too upset about it.
I'm not gonna be one of those like, hey, you're 18, get the fuck out of my house. I was like, hey, you're 18, you can still live here, but what are we gonna do?
Man, I'm telling you,
like,
it's bittersweet. People keep saying, because like, fuck, dude, we were almost empty nesters, right? We were about to be able to, be broke without the kids, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sir.
We were about to be able to be broke and do the same thing we were doing, but without the kids, you know what I mean? So it's not like we were about to be able to go live this lavish lifestyle, I think. But we were about to be empty nesters, and then we had Bailey, and it's just crazy, dude. It's just I don't know, man. It's just absolutely nuts, dude. It's shit, man.
It's crazy to think about it.
Yep.
It's insane.
Just take
that
a step
is,
back.
bro. That is crazy.
It's insane. Like, I was going somewhere with that too, but I forgot what he was talking about. So.
It's life so far. Just been working, kids.
Hadn't been bad though.
Nah. Could be worse. Like I said, I could be that little kid in Iraq getting by. That's what I tell my kids, so I'll follow that rule too. Try to be grateful about shit. This could be worse. It will get worse, actually. The way I see it. But
It's crazy, man, because like everyone's like, oh, are you ready to start over? Are you ready to start over? Ready to start over? And no, of course I wasn't ready to fucking start over. I didn't plan to start over, but here we are. We're gonna start over. And I thought it at first. I was telling everyone too. I'll admit it. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a piece of cake, man. I've already done it before. I'm in a different financial bracket than I was back in that day. I've got more life experience. I'm calmer. I'm more responsible. I'm more family oriented now. I'm not off doing crazy drugs and everything. I'm just chill. I've got a steady job. I was a fucker for the first part of my adult life, and I'm pretty anti-fucker now. So right. So, but what I didn't expect is no sleep in your 20s is not the same shit as no sleep in your 40, man. It hits so fucking hard. And it hit my wife hard too, because she helps a lot. She pulls her weight and helps a lot. So she's tired all the time too. Plus she's working a demanding job and materialistic. So we weren't ready for that shit. But what I am ready for is with the girls, I shared custody with their mother. Is being able to be there for the ups and the downs, and being there to tuck them in at night and get up and get them ready for school in the morning, and just all the things, like be able to be there, because I haven't had that experience, and so I'm really excited about that. But it's also completely different. We don't know how much vision she has, right? We know she can see because she's just now starting to track us and everything. We know she can see light because she loves watching the TV, and she responds if we open the curtains or something. She squints and pulls back. But we're still gonna have to learn to do all kinds of things different. She has to be in a sun hat if she's outside, and UV protected skin clothing, lots of sunscreen, and can't have her in like direct sunlight for too long. Yeah.
A lot of restrictions.
Yeah.
It's a whole different learning thing too.
So that lines up with what I want though. Kristen doesn't really have a preference yet. She hadn't expressed one of where exactly what type of landscape we have as far as where we move to. I want to live in the woods. And she just wants to be close enough we can go to like Walmart or something. But in Tennessee, you can still have some acreage, be out in the sticks, kind of like have the feel that you're out there.
Right.
I want to be like a half mile out there. I want some land. But I don't want to deforest it or anything. Just exactly where I need a house, and then I'll make a path between the trees, a driveway or something. But we want to move out there, and that works out perfect because I want to do lots of hiking outdoors and sitting by a creek and having hammocks out there and just chilling, and that's mostly shaded, right? Yeah. So Bailey would be able to still go out there and enjoy. Not that she would still have to have sunscreen, but maybe not quite as extreme of gear.
Give her a better experience.
Yeah, especially if I get to know my property and know which path to take to make sure that we stay in a shaded path and go to the water. So I'm excited for it. Be close to the Smokies.
Smoky Mountains.
That's my dream too, somewhere.
Yeah, I've been looking just get a little 5-acre, 10-acre little lot, throw a house on it, be a good beats path away. And I see you coming down that drive. So,
I want to be there. Yeah, chill there. I want to live as close to the mountains as I can. I don't want to wait till I die. My kids are into the instruction to spread my ashes in the mountains. I don't care which mountains, just not in water, just in the woods, in the mountains, not in Texas, like actual mountains.
Right.
Not those we have around here. Actual mountains, But that's what I want. I just want to be chill. I want to have neighbors. I don't hate people. I want to be able to see people on my terms when I want to leave my place and go see people. Where I just want to have my own place where it's quiet. I don't want to hear traffic, and I don't want to shoot the deer on my property. I just want to be able to check them out. I just want to enjoy it. Not that I have any problem deer hunting. I go deer hunting with a buddy every now and then. But on my property, I don't. I just want serenity. I just want zen.
Yes, sir.
So that's my.
I think that's all.
That's my goal. I don't want this massive house. Fuck having a massive house. My wife and I need a room. I need a room for Bailey. I need a guest room so my kids can come back. I'll have an office. We'll throw like a trundle and
or just get an RV.
Bailey's room or some shit.
Get an RV for the guests.
Oh man, that's just extra part. That's extra payment. I'm like, oh.
He's like, nah.
We're trying to pay the 2 cars off that we got, and once, because theoretically, that should last us like 20, 30, 40 years because they're Toyotas, right?
Yeah.
My thing is that they're hybrids. So my Corolla is not a hybrid. It's just straight gas, baby. So we're gonna see what lasts longer, the Corolla or the. I've got more miles on my Corolla, but I've been driving hers when hers is home more than mine. Like just to put some extra miles on hers. That's why I drove it over here. It's like, I'm just gonna take hers. I got both keys on the key ring. She was in there holding Bailey, so I was like, nah. She's probably blind anyway. She can't even see. I'm gonna take this motherfucker. She'll listen to this in live.
Have you listened to any of the other episodes?
I honestly have not had time to. I listened to like bits and pieces, but right when you send them to me. But I've been so fucking busy. I've been swamped because. Look, I get up in the morning, and I'm not saying Kristen doesn't pull a weight, she does, but remember, she works a lot more hours than I do, and they set her schedule. I set my own schedule. But, she gets home around anywhere from 5 to 7, so she gets home. And usually about that time, if she gets around 5, it's a couple hours, until Bailey's ready to actually go to bed. But around 7, Bailey's ready to, go to sleep for a few hours, wake up, eat, go to sleep, then sometimes she'll sleep through the night, sometimes she'll wake up. And she gets up a lot of times, like I said at that 4 o'clock meeting, and helps me because I can get her to stop screaming. But yeah, no, you know what I mean? Like it's just I'm up with her. I'm up with her a lot, and I'm getting her ready for daycare in the morning. And I get off work, I set my schedule because they're in Eastern time. We're obviously in Central, so I set my schedule so that I go to work after she gets dropped at daycare at 7 a.m. I start at 7:30. Right, and then I get off at 4, and she's out of daycare at 5:30, so I get like an hour and a half. But I have to pick her up before 5:30 because it's $1 a minute after. I learned that. That cost me $11 to learn that lesson. Everybody, I'll let you know for free. Check the daycare late fees, all right? Oh, my bad. Give you that lesson for free. So anyways, so I haven't. Then I get her home, and it's our fault, man. We said we weren't going to coddle her, but I mean, I'm getting old.
The third, it's a baby. The very last
She's
one,
my baby. Oh, she's a baby, and so we're always holding her. You know, if she's asleep, I'm washing bottles or restocking diapers, or we're, you know, doing laundry or cleaning the house, or I mean, it's nonstop. You know, lately it's been doing FAFSA stuff with Chloe for her college stuff, doing paperwork for UK, and I still have to get online a lot of nights, and well, now it's every night, and assign tasks for the entire department. Like, you know, got someone else that, you know, creates the workload, and then I go in there after they've created the workload to assign what. I'm just been busy. I've been swamped. We've been trying to do this podcast for a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shoot, I didn't even notice last week was July 4th until Jonathan brought it up.
And I can't listen to anything while I'm working. Like I can, like I'm allowed to, but
It just kind of fucks with you.
I don't. I just tune it out. Like it's cool, but like I'll have like Pandora going, but I'm not actually listening to what's playing. I'm just.
Ambience.
It's helping me get in the groove. Yeah, it's helping me tune everything else out and help me tune my own brain out. You know, it's just a beat to me. You know, I don't even know how to pay attention to what's on. So it's like listening to a podcast while I work or anything. You'll tell me this one is up, and it'll probably be a week or two before I get around to even listening to this one.
We've been getting a spike lately, like a real big spike. It's crazy. And Apple Music is the one that's pushing us.
Okay.
And I don't even promote on that stuff that much.
I never really do either.
What all are you guys on?
The main one is Spotify. That's our main. That's where I drop everything. But we do have YouTube and everything. Because we're trying to do more like video style or something kind of.
Are you wanting to incorporate video?
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering. I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, man, if you ever decide to do some video, I'm interested.
Yeah.
In getting you guys started or something. It sounds.
It's just I don't want to get into editing right now. This
For sure.
year, at least.
Yeah, you got a lot going on.
It's just too much stuff. I mean, I've been missing deadlines on getting this stuff out. You know,
How often do you try to put a video out?
We were doing two videos or 2 podcasts a month until we caught up. So because we wanted to do one a month. You know,
Okay.
12 episodes.
Well, we're doing seasons now, or I mean, y'all. You know, we're doing seasons
two
now.
right now.
Season 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Season 2.
And how many of y'all missed?
There's still like 3 or 4.
I hear. So were they actually full-length seasons that y'all just spaced out, or were y'all like, okay, we're just gonna call this the end of season 1, and we're gonna go on to season 2 and try to do better? Is that what happened?
We actually did an outro for season 1.
Okay.
We did a full 12. We made it known that we were just gonna do 12 episodes.
Okay.
And
It just
that
took you more than 12 months to get to them.
Yeah, because we took a 3-month break.
Yeah.
Like as December ended, that was the last episode. We posted that one. January, February, March, we didn't do anything. We jumped back in to do 2 months or 2
So
episodes.
was it hard? Was it hard to get your following back? And I have multiple questions. Was it hard to get your following back?
No, it just. I mean, yeah, it leaked. It took a while for everybody to start getting back into it.
Okay.
But as soon as it started, when we started posting videos out again, it's just all right. We're back and grooving again.
Okay. What did you do in the first year? What did y'all both of y'all like? What did y'all do in the first year, or not do during the first year?
So
That y'all regretted that y'all changed up for the second season. It's like, oh, we need to do this different. Like, what was the main thing?
Really? Not. Well, the main thing was, I guess, me and Marcus thought people would get tired of listening to what we had to say because we already thought of everything to say. So season 1 was more like,
just me and him.
yeah, it's me and
bullshit
Marcus.
talk.
We had like 3 guests. We would talk about like Halloween and shit. Was growing up like in the 90s and like one of our favorite spots to hang out. You know, shit like that. You know, it was more like Pass from the Blast type shit. And then season 2, I don't know, we're just like, fuck it, let's just do more guests.
Yeah, we just want to
But say it sounds like y'all weren't doing a whole lot of guest work on the first season.
Yeah,
and
Just 3 out of the 12. And we're on this one, this is our...
This is episode number. This is gonna be
7.
episode 7.
Nice. Okay.
So 2 out of the 7 have been guests.
Yeah.
Because
Well, y'all can bring me
I
on
know
anytime.
3.
So
We
y'all
did
know
the
I
pizza
like to
demos.
talk.
Yeah, we did a pizza demos one where we talked about going back to Pizza Hut and you get like the demo of the PS1 games.
Yeah, you remember all those little freebies and shit like that?
earliest memory of Pizza Hut is Pizza Hut was the. Do you remember the book club?
Oh,
Book club, and you would get that blue.
Yeah,
or maybe
you
it's purple.
research-
I don't remember. My memory could be fucking with me, but I remember you get a pin. Yeah, and you
Yeah.
get stickers on it. You tell them I read this book, and you get stickers on it,
Yeah.
and you get a free personal pan pizza, right?
Yes.
So condescending to reading all these books, and you get this little bitty ass fucking pizza.
But it's so fucking good.
Imagine
though.
someone
was so
giving you a
fucking
personal
good.
pan right now. Like it's a snack, I guess. You know what I mean? But
Shoot, I think whenever they used to
But it
have
was
the Ballinger Pizza Hut, they had this lunch deal. You get like a little Pepsi and a fucking personal pan for like $5.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
you ain't getting shit for $5 anymore.
Oh fuck no!
I charge you $5 for a high five right now.
And I'll exploit you
No,
for
it's
$6.
$6.
Oh yeah, it cost more by the time I got my hand in my pocket.
Yep. Time to get there, it'll be 7. That's funny.
Yeah, but I know later on we want to do more stuff. Is if it grows up more, we still can't monetize because Spotify is really the only one that's actually willing to. YouTube's are just outrageous. We gotta have like so many thousands of subscribers, so many views.
You already do have that, or you have to have that?
You have to have that. We're pretty low on the YouTube. YouTube one's kind of like whatever. It's low traction on that one, but for the Spotify and our Apple one, I mean, I downloaded it to Spotify and I have it porting out to Apple, so it's
Okay.
on the back end.
Okay.
So
I was gonna try to message you, but I guess you don't have me on Facebook no more.
I'm not gonna have your babies. I won't send you any more nudes.
But if you go to my page, you'll see like our stats because I posted them on there. So you can see
Oh,
what
okay,
season
okay.
1 did compared to season 2
Oh, yeah.
right now. So
Alright.
you can kind of view for yourself.
Okay.
yeah,
There's some upticks. There's somewhere like 250 plays on like 4 episodes.
yeah.
Very
we
nice.
went, we
Oh,
went
very
from 1,000.
You don't even know
plays.
250 people.
I don't.
Yeah,
That's what I told him. I was like, yesterday I texted him. I was like, who the fuck listens to this? Like, who really does listen
Who
to
are
this
these people? What is wrong with y'all? Y'all are broken.
You want
Who
to be a
hurt
guest?
you? Who hurt you?
Yeah, just drop a line.
Tell us who you are.
I mean, and that's what we want. Just talk to
Call
people.
JP for a good time. Eggplant emoji.
Read them on the back pages.
That's how we pay.
That's shitty.
Oh, that's shitty. I don't know. I want to do this with y'all.
Yeah, I don't know. My name is not Greg Bartlett.
Redacted from other.
It's Ismail. Oh,
That's awesome.
yeah, cause fuck that guy again.
Well, did you like doing it?
Doing what?
The podcast?
Yeah. It's just talking. Yeah, I'm good at talking. I like talking.
I figured Greg, it would be a good.
Yeah. Just chill.
Yeah, and then, like you said, you open to more episodes. We're always open to more.
Yeah, just hit me up whenever. Always got shit to talk about.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, season 3, I'm pretty sure we'll go back to everybody from season
Yeah.
2 or 1.
We'll
Mix
have-
it up.
Callbacks.
Or even have like, I'm planning on buying another one when we do start getting like another person. We have like 4 of us somewhere.
Yeah, that was the other thing too. We only had 2 mics,
We start, yeah.
so we were sharing with someone.
All right, look. Here's my thing, though. I gotta. If you're gonna put a 4th person in there and you're gonna invite me to be over here, and you got a 4th person, I got one request. All right, they can't be stupid. Don't put me in conversation with some dumb fuck that I can't conversate with or have to dumb down it because like I know my shirt says "Be kind to everyone," but sometimes, no. No, I know y'all can't tolerate that either. So.
I mean, it's just one of those things that the more conversations we got, the more, I don't know, like expansion that we
Absolutely,
got.
yeah, get some depth to it.
It's like
Really did.
like networking.
Really did.
in a
I have
sense.
someone else to make fun of. Maybe. To be honest.
Go ahead.
Dude, I was tripping like the hours viewed and downloaded.
I know.
I was tripping the fuck out.
It just for
Did it happen
podcasts-
overnight, or was like your video was out for a while and then it kind of gained traction, and all of a sudden, you know,
It's
like-
weird because one day I was showing Jonathan we just hit 1,000 downloads and views overall, and then the next I think it was 2-3 days it went to 1,500.
Okay.
It's just like a spike out of nowhere.
Well, I'm gonna get us some extra views for sure. So
Yeah, we do a
I've
pretty
gotta
shit
take-
more of promoting it. Though.
I've got to take one person
Yeah.
off my Facebook, and then I can share it.
There.
It's just like,
Yeah, I mean,
That's all I'm on. I'm old. I don't do TikTok and all that shit, Snapchat and all that shit. But yeah, Snapchat. No, I'm 40. I don't have fucking Snapchat. I'm one of the people that's helping keep Facebook alive. When I die, Facebook dies. My generation dies.
You
Facebook
couldn't
dies.
say MySpace, so now it's Facebook.
Yeah. I mean, MySpace was cool. You know, that was like when I was in high school. You know, and then right after Facebook is where I do all my social networking. My kids, you gotta use Snapchat. What's the difference? Why can't you just text me then? If that's like, why do we have to mess each other on texting and Messenger, Snapchat, and Inkibidi Buku, and all this stupid shit? And I'm
then plus
I know
I
I
like to
sound
see
old
what the
right
fuck
now,
I was talking
but
about. With the Snapchat, it goes away, right?
I guess I don't know. I don't fucking use it.
I
I don't know. I just use Facebook, man.
and TikTok.
That was only two
Facebook
I
and
use.
text.
No, TikTok?
Nah, man.
No. What is your social media fix besides Facebook? Just
Facebook.
Just Facebook.
It's Facebook. That's it. I know I sound old as fuck right now. It's cool though. You know, I was born in the 80s and raised in the 90s and went through the beginning of MySpace, and that was so rad when Facebook came out. And then it was a long time before we had TikTok and all that shit got big, and I just always stuck in my way. Yeah, I don't have any need for them. Like if I had a need to have those other social medias, then of course I'd adapt. But if I don't have a need for it,
Let me ask you this. I don't mean it in a mean way, but
No,
how
go
does
for
it
it.
feel to be 40? Because I'm 34. Marcus is creeping on 35. Our bodies hurt. Our mind hurts.
it didn't feel bad at all. I felt pretty young for 40 until I had a baby. And that has made me feel my age. Like I do feel like I'm 40 now. And the worst thing I ever did for my body was quit manual labor. Because I instantly, everything hurts, right? And I was running, with Justin Hollis. We were running 5 miles every night. We were jogging, we were hitting the gym, we were
Justin was
working
fit
out.
there for a minute.
Yeah, we were working out. As soon as he got out, we were working out and all that shit. And then, he had a kid, and I had a kid, and we both and now I don't do tree trimming anymore at all. Like I turned down everything, I even do my job I was doing for like 10 years, once a month in Sweetwater. I stopped doing that. Like I quit everything. I might go back and work for them. She hit me up the other day. But yeah, in my body now, everything hurts me. So if you keep active, stay doing shit, stay doing stuff, and just walking around ain't it. Playing with the kid ain't it. You gotta at least be like I can barely touch my ankles. Like no lie, it gets like the middle of my shin if I bend over. Like try to touch my toes, middle of my shin, straight up. Everything's tight. Everything's back's too tight, legs too tight, pussy too tight, everything. Yeah.
I'm old great.
It's my mangina, bro.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of glad I still do a little bit of physical. Picking up all that shit. 'Cause I can still stay in shape. Pick up the kids and shit too. Man, motherfuckers are getting heavy.
I don't do shit anymore, man. And I keep saying I'm going to, but I'm not. I know I'm not. Like,
Come
I'm
work
not.
out with John?
No, I'm not. Man, it's hot outside, and I had heat exhaustion a couple times, and that's why one of the reasons I had to stop out with tree trim. Plus, I got a bad shoulder, so I can't handle the heat. I can't. It'll fuck me up. I'll drop. So, if I had it inside, I don't want to go anywhere because I'm lazy as fuck. I don't know, bro. It'd be almost impossible to motivate me to lift weights. So I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even want to sit here trying to front. I've gotten to be so fucking lazy that I just don't have the motivation to.
Well, when you put your body through all that shit young, it catches up.
Yeah, I guess if I had somebody there pushing me to do
All right.
some light stuff, you know what I mean, like some stretch bands. You know what I mean? I got a bunch of stretch bands or some shit, or to go jogging on an indoor track where it's not so fucking hot. I'd go do that with somebody. Because I get up to where I can run 5, 6, 7 miles at one time with no problem every single day. Just keep it efficient.
But you gotta keep doing it.
Yeah, I can do it. I just had to have someone push me, and it's got to be an indoor track. But yeah, I go run with
He's
somebody.
like, I got conditions for this shit.
Yeah, I can run like a motherfucker. You want to get to where let's run 10 miles. Okay, let's get to where we can run 10 miles. Let's get it. No problem. Let's go. As long as you're pushing me and you're there every day, you don't piss out, I'll be there every day, and I won't piss out. I'm old. I got heat issues. It's got to be inside. Figure it the fuck out. Let's do it. Let's run it.
That's right.
No, I get enough. I'm done with that.
Yeah, because you're moving around busting your ass all day. You're sitting in a chair.
I do.
Yeah. But you work out here at the house? Apparently.
I do.
Daily?
Uh,
Come on,
I'll take
man.
like 1 day, 2 days off. Sometimes I don't.
And then do it for a day, and then take a day or two off, and then do it for a day, and then take a day or two
I
off?
do like 3 days straight.
Okay, all right.
And then I'll take that day off. It just depends, because like after work, like I love my job, but still, it's just like, all right.
Well, you're definitely bigger than you used to be. You have to have a kind of a chest going on there now.
Thank you.
Marcus keeps staring at it, so I think you need to reevaluate y'all's relationship and see where that might be at.
Even touch it.
Let's keep your eye on my shoulder. So.
Oh, okay. I think I know exactly where it's at then. That's good.
But yeah, that's how I get rid of my mental exhaustion from work, because I don't do nothing physical at work. So that's how I get rid of it. Otherwise, I'd be a complete asshole. I noticed that. So I quit doing everything, drinking and all that. Like if I don't have something to stimulate me, I will like flip with it.
Now I walk every day, but it's not for me. It's for my dog.
I
We
see
go
that,
walk the
yeah.
track. We play fetch a lot. She's so badass too. We play fetch with her ball.
I seen y'all like once
Yeah.
doing. I was waiting on the pickup line.
Oh, that's her jam, bro. And we'll go to the track and walk, maybe a couple times around the track. Sometimes Kristen will go and we'll walk a mile around the track. But other than that, I really don't do shit. Oh, and I mow my front yard with the push mower. When it gets tall enough that the neighbors have had enough with it and they mow it, then I go ahead and I'm like, all right, well, I'll mow my shit too. I use a 0 turn in the backyard, so I'm lazy as fuck in the back. But in the front, I just use a push mower because I don't feel like my gate's fucked up and I'm too lazy to fix that. So I don't want to fix the gate. I have to fuck with opening it the weird way I have to open it, so I just push one in the front and 0 turn in the back.
I feel you.
And sometimes I'm so lazy I'll pay someone to come use my shit to do my shit. Come use my shit, do my shit.
It's right here.
Charge me normal, it's cool, whatever. I just don't want to do it. Okay, you want some sweet tea?
I feel you though, bro. I really do. I wish I had somebody to do my yard, somebody to clean my
How
house.
are you a crackhead, man? Look where we're living. It's a dime a dozen.
You're right.
You go over like behind my house, dude, and take a stick, close your eyes, just spin around. Yeah, just spin around. First thing you hit, hire them to come do your yard. $20.
You know how to mop?
Make you holla.
See. Alright, come on. Alright, come on.
Dude, it's crazy. I thought that house that's around me on the corner, I thought whenever homeboy died that the foot traffic would die down. And it did die down a lot whenever Paula was chief. But I thought that would completely die down. But instead, one of his kids got the house, and it's the same fucking.
Been trapping out of that shit.
The house is just cursed to be a trap house, man.
Yeah.
But you can go hire someone from there if you want to, man. Just go ahead and sign out the window. $20. Mow my grass.
The thing about hiring a crackhead, I have to be there with them at all times to make sure they don't take shit from the house. I do got cameras, but I gotta be like, hey, bro, sorry, senor. I'm supposed to mop over there and not take my watch.
Yeah, I had someone steal. I won't drop his name either. Y'all know him. But I had him steal a floor jack from my house and went and dropped it off. Like he just had it chilled on his front porch. Like
Didn't even
rhymes with pinto bean. But I went over there and I went over there. The first place I went, we just went over there and I knocked on his door and I was like, dude, it's my fucking check. Oh, that's my bad. Yeah, that's your bad. What the fuck, man? Took my shit out. That's so much shit stole my crackheads in this town. But I've had people come do jobs for super fucking cheap, dude. And one who did the job, got paid. He did half the job, got paid. The part that I didn't want to do was the first half. The rest of it was just like covering the hole back up. You know what I mean? He got that hard part done, ran out of his shit, I guess, wanted to go ahead and get paid. I went ahead and paid the motherfucker. It was like $40. He dipped out to go to his fix and left his tools in my house, and they were there for weeks, and I eventually just owned them motherfuckers, and all I had to do was take a shovel and go flip the hole, and I got like $100 worth of tools. And he went and got high, I guess. I don't know. Fucking crackheads in this town, man.
That's depressing.
It is. It's really depressing. It is. And that was before fentanyl. Think about that. That was before fentanyl, which is way worse than dope. I went to Albuquerque. Y'all ever been to downtown Albuquerque at nighttime?
Not at night.
You seen them walk around like zombies? Tell me it doesn't look like something out of Walking Dead. My older brother Matthew took me.
The phone and shit.
They're just
no,
like, no, they're just like,
lie, bro. And some of them will be congregated with their arms out or down and like making with their jaw dropped, and some of them will be just up against the wall, just walking in place. It literally looks like
That's zombie.
like they could no extra. They don't have to pay extras. They could just go there and do some filming in Albuquerque, and then do a little bit of AI, then boom, turn them all into zombies, and there you go. It was one of the most depressing things I'd ever seen in my life, because it's not just one or two of them. It was like an entire congregation, like a horde almost, just all over downtown Albuquerque. And
It's
it
a
was
whole
so
clan of
sad.
them.
Right, varying in age from young to old, man. It's just taken. man, you think dope's addictive, bro? It just grabs your entire soul, your entire
seen that
essence,
on
your
there.
entire being becomes that drug. Like, you are that drug. It's so fucking dangerous, man. The ones that it doesn't kill, they're just...
Right.
And most of them will never get off of it. They'll die like that in the streets, live the rest of their lives zombified, just in a trance, man. It's so fucking depressing. I never want to go back to Albuquerque again. And not that Albuquerque is the only place there, just... I can't help. I wouldn't be able to be there and not help but think about it, man. And not that it needs to be neglected, but I'm not in a position, to do anything about it. And so I don't want to have those depressing thoughts in my head while I'm fighting my own demons. Like, it was just it really fucked me up for a while.
You said it. The fucking demons over there.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I don't want none of this.
Yeah,
no part of
me up.
this.
That's a different conversation for me.
Did you hear our conspiracy episode we did? I like that one.
One of these days, we need to be interested in coming back and having a very non-judgmental, open conversation, just back and forth religious conversation.
Yeah.
Not a debate, just a...
I think we've had something similar to that where we were talking about how we felt about it.
Oh yeah.
One of our episodes in the first
Which I think is
season.
badass to hear other people about their belief systems and shit too, because
Everybody
I think
has
it's
something
cool.
different.
Yeah, I think it's badass. I think it's cool when somebody's convicted. I think it's cool.
I like hearing different ideas.
But I want to hear, I believe differently than you believe, and nobody ain't gonna know who's right, or maybe we're all wrong, or we're all right until we're all dead.
Right.
So
That's
it's cool.
right.
It's cool to talk about it. I love talking about it.
Well, how many more episodes we got? We got 9, 10, 11, 12, 5 more?
It's the 7th month, so we got 8.
Yeah, 5 more.
10, 11.
All right, so these guys graduated from Winters High School, in case y'all are wondering.
Yeah.
On the finger.
I failed
man here from 12
math. I failed
to
math
7.
twice in high school and went to summer school.
I graduated from Gym Med.
Let's
Let's check it out.
Yeah, come back on, I guess, after 2 episodes. You want to do it on the 3rd or the 2nd one?
Don't matter to me. Just hit me up. I'm down for whenever. This is the only thing I've done to get out of the house and do something interesting other than like going to see a movie that gets old. Like going out on the Winter's Lake.
So
which
you
is
can just be a
disgusting.
regular like that?
Yeah, you just.
Okay.
All right.
I just need like a couple days notice.
Okay. Alright.
Good.
He's like, I'm good.
Yeah, it gets me out of the house. I've enjoyed it.
That's also why we.
I'm not taking care of an infant right now. I'm also
He's
not
like,
doing
I'm
the
enjoying
dishes.
myself.
I'm not doing the laundry.
Yep.
I'm over here chilling with some homies.
This is why me and him do it too.
Yeah.
This is
Dude,
this is the
I want to
I have some stuff I could talk about. I just don't know how extreme y'all get on this, but I've got some wild actual drug stories I could give y'all, and I can also give you my childhood and upbringing, which blows most people's minds out of the fucking water. So
You can say whatever you're comfortable with.
yeah.
got
I
multiple
can,
episodes.
I can give you some stories if you want something juicy and something new. I can entertain you.
Later we can call
If you'll
these
have-
the
if you'll have me
break
back.
files.
The Greg Files.
I like that. I could have a guest series, the Greg
Yeah.
Files, the guest series. I like it. I could fill it up with some shit. My sister's been telling me for a long time, years and years, and lots of people, that I need to write a book. But my problem is I've got crippling ADHD, if you can't tell, and I can't stay motivated long enough to actually sit down and write a book. And so I've been like, well, I need to tell it to somebody, and then they can write it down. But I'll put it in the fucking podcast.
Now you can
Greg
use
Files
AI.
series. Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Just
talk to AI about
holy
it.
shit. Well, yeah, but I can't do that, man. Look, I love people, man. I love talking to people. So I get passionate about talking to people, and I get into my stories and shit. But with AI, it's not the same thing. It's more computer and data in my brain. It's just not. There's no emotion attached to it, and so I
Right.
don't have that same passion when I'm
Right.
talking about it. But I could take the transcription of this and put it,
Yes.
and then I've got it in written form. So
Yeah.
whenever y'all want me back, just let me know. I've enjoyed it. It's been fun.
Yeah. I enjoyed it too.
It's always been good kicking it with you guys. It's nice that our kids are getting older, except for me. Fuck everybody. That we've got a little bit of
bless you,
extra free
sir.
time on the weekend to do
God
that. But I've got a
bless
good,
you,
I've got a good support system. So
It is.
I've got a great wife and great kids that are helping out. So
Hell yeah, brother. Well, it's good seeing you
yeah,
again.
absolutely.
That'll end this episode.
And that's it. I think we're good.
Yeah, we're going to the gay club now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you know the title of this episode, right?
What is it? The gay club? Is that why there's a pole in the room and there's chapsticks laying on the floor?
I was looking at.
That's extra. They gotta pay extra.
You gotta
for
pay that.
content.
Now
Oh,
I'm
no,
looking at the.
no. I want to put those on, bro. I hear there's a pole where we're going too. I got you. Yeah, you make good money. I wanted to see some 20s and butt crack, so.
Maybe got a 50 for you.
Don't
Maybe
ever
got a
make that kissing
50.
sound in my headphones ever again. That was way too real. I said butt crack, he said.
I got a 50 for you, Greg. Nah,
I gotta take a piss.
I do too.
Oh, that.
Come help me. I'll help you too.
Alright.
We'll see you later, guys.
Deuces.